First thing you have to do is vote on whether you want to review the record or not. Either you do or you don't. If you don't, it's over.
Motion, second. We're gonna vote. I'm gonna call this a roll call vote. Mr. Lewis.
No.
Mr. Hessen.
Yes.
Mr. Enoch.
Yes.
Mr. McCaleb. Oh. Well, Mr. Taylor.
Yes.
Myself, yes. We got 4 yeses and 2 noes and 2 abstained.
Joe, did you say no?
Who, me? Joe, you said no? Okay. We got Mr. Lewis and Mr. Taylor, no. We got Mr. Manning, Mr. McCaleb abstained. We've got Mr. McDonald, yes. Mr. Enoch, yes. Mr. Hessen, yes, and I said yes. So, well, with them abstaining, is that, we've got a 4-2 vote.
You don't have 5 votes.
Yeah, so. I reckon that's the end of it then. Correct?
Well, I mean, that passed, right?
No, it takes 5 votes.
Oh, did it? Oh, 5 votes, you're right, I'm sorry, yeah.
Takes 5 votes, so that, the motion has failed, correct?
Correct.
Can I make a comment?
Well, you can, but it's it's done
Well,
with.
the reason I voted abstain, can I explain myself? I don't feel like I know enough about this. I just feel like I'm being put in an uncomfortable position. And I'm well aware that's what we're school board members for.
Well,
I'm abstaining for that reason.
I didn't feel like I had enough information, that's the reason I voted yes, to get more information. Yeah. So. That's it. Thank you, Mr. Clay. Consent items. Have a motion today. I guess you've all had a little chance to look at all of these. Do I have a motion to approve the consent items?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lewis, second.
I'll second.
Mr. Manning. Discussions? If not, we'll do a roll call, on this. Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Hessen?
Yes.
Mr. Enoch? No, okay. Mr. McCaleb?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor is, had to leave. Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Myself, yes. And a reason I want to explain why Mr. Taylor had to leave is he's got a graduation at Union Heights tonight and he had to be at that, so that's the reason he had to leave.
I need to update something real quick.
Go ahead, okay. The superintendent's actions, any of those you want to pull and look at? If not, we'll go on to new business. First item is the September board meeting change. Okay, who wants to explain why we're doing that?
I'll make a motion to change.
Second.
We'll second it. Okay, all in favor?
What's the reason we're changing it?
That's the, one of the conferences that happens every year during that time, superintendent's conference on one that anybody goes to here. And it falls dead on that we've had to miss it, it's where we get a lot of grants, grant opportunities.
Any other questions? Okay. Motion second, that, all in favor? Opposed? Differentiated pay plan SY 2025-26. Do I have a motion?
Bonnie, I don't think mine's following.
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Manning, you've made a motion. Okay, do I have a second?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lewis, I have a second. And,
quick on the electronic vote, though, there might be some discussion about it.
Yeah. Any discussion?
I do, I have some discussion on it.
Okay, sir.
I seconded that just to ask this question. Mr. Director,
Yes, sir.
would you explain what this is?
I can, but Norma's better at it. We have to have a differentiated pay plan. Some of them can go to one extreme that you could give it to the 500 bonus for the science teachers and nobody else get anything, or you could do it, we've tried to do it as fair. We've looked at those, we've kind of kept this same system now pretty close for several years, but
We're required by the state to have a
You gotta have one.
Okay,
It'd be
that's-
different in every district.
That's
So,
my first.
Again, this is what we've used for the last, 5 or 6 or 7 years.
we just thought it's the fairest to fit every teacher. We started doing it a few years ago.
Okay, but it's required by the
Yes,
state?
yes.
So
Okay.
you have to have some-
And they've got to approve it. It's not been,
That's
And once-
paid out of our bonus pay line, but we have in the budget.
Say it again.
Bonus, it comes out of the bonus pay
Okay.
budget.
So it's not a budget increase or anything like that?
And
and-
we've done this for
yeah.
years.
All right. That's all I need to know.
Okay, Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Hassan,
Yes.
Mr. Enoch,
Yes.
Mr. McCallum,
Yes.
Mr. Manning,
Yes.
Mr. McDonald,
Yes.
self, yes. Line item amendments for the FY 25141 budget. Motion,
Yes, sir.
second,
I'll second.
Manning. Discussion?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
I
okay.
just want everybody to pay attention that we're doing this in order to be in compliance with our audit. That's why it's on there. It's not like how am I gonna explain it the right way, Mr. Director? We're not, we're not altering the budget to try to spend money or whatever. We're doing this to be in compliance with our audit,
I
correct?
assume Ms. Sawyer come back and told us the areas we have to put in the budget to
Yeah.
meet the state standards.
Yeah, because we got,
Well, I'm looking at what we're spending for the rest of the year, and we're gonna be a little bit short in these lines if we don't amend them.
Yeah.
And if they're not amending, we'll get a funding.
yeah, absolutely. That's my point, to be in compliance with the audit.
So we have a line item that's only on this for $350.
Yes. And I'm trying, and we probably wouldn't get a funding over $300, but I don't wanna take a chance.
I mean, we might.
So we're supposed to, any salary line item that overspends, we're supposed to amend it, from what I understand. So that's why I did that.
Any more discussion? Not, we have a motion second. A roll call, Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Hassan.
Yes.
Mr. Enoch. Mr. McCallum.
Yes.
Mr. Manning.
Yes.
Mr. McDonald.
Yes.
Self, yes. Now, special education contracts for 25-26. Motion?
I'll make the motion.
Got a question on it, real quick.
You gotta get a
Wait,
motion.
Let me get a second,
First.
let me get a second first.
Sorry. I'll say it.
Second, it, Mr. Okay, now, we'll open it up for discussion.
Got a question. On the second line right here on the parent transportation, it says 45 cents per mile. And then down here in the PDF, it says 55 cents per mile.
It should be.
Is it a typo?
Yes, it should be
Okay.
55.
Okay, I was reading it earlier today and I seen that and I was like, well, I know 10 cents is 10 cents, but I just want to make sure what was correct.
Any other discussion? If not, Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Hassan,
Yes.
Mr. Enoch, Mr. McCallum, Mr. Manning,
Yes.
Mr. McDonald,
Yes.
myself, yes. Bid approvals for diesel fuel. Motion? I have a motion. Mr. McDonald, okay, second?
Second.
Mr. Lewis, second. Discussions? Do what, Mark?
I was just looking
You ready to vote?
Is there no way to bid before we buy it? I mean, it says, agreed on May 7th.
We can bid it and just bid it over the rail, like 5 cents on the rail, on the tank, depending on where it fluctuates. But she chooses to do this, she thinks she gets a better buy. We've tried to get her to do that, but she's the one doing all the legwork. And it is saving a lot of money, so, we've talked to her about it more than one time. But yeah, you can bid it, what they call on the rail, just, if it's this month, $3, it's 5 cents over, or if it's $2.90, it's 5 cents or $2. But she thinks she gets a better price this way.
Mr. Enoch, would you like for her to be here at the next meeting and explain that to you? Yeah, I mean,
I should, that's all I need.
oh, okay, well, I just wanted to make sure that,
You know, you're proving something you done
right,
every month. is
right,
what I'm
yes,
saying.
yes, yes, I understand, but I mean, if you want to have her to come in and explain why she does it that way, I mean,
You know, we've gotta have it either way.
yeah, right,
The way I look at it,
yes, sir, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Mr. Enoch, they've even looked at in the past, just for information, they've even looked at like getting holding tanks and things like that, taken off the leader to try to,
Like I said, you gotta have it one way or the other.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wonder why.
Okay, we have a motion second, this is roll call, Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Hessen.
Yes.
Mr. Enoch. Mr. McCallum.
Yes.
Mr. Manning.
Yes.
Mr. McDonald.
Yes.
Myself, yes. Bid approval for roof repair. Do I have a motion?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lewis? Do I have a second? Mr. Manning? Open for discussion.
No, this is not reimbursement here. This might be in a grant, I'm not sure if it's in a grant.
I'll see. Mr. Towns had to leave for the graduation as well, so he told me it is
Oh, he
ISM
don't-
money, so it will be reimbursed through ISM money, and it's what they love.
Any other discussions?
When's it gonna be, repaired after we vote on it, if we approve it?
This, I'd say this when the contractors, it'll be timely, I'm not sure, but,
It'll mostly be next year's budget, so it'll be July on.
yeah, so we'd like you to enforce that part of it. I'd love to have more school started, but I don't know.
Mr. Dudley, he's our, he our yeah, he's supervisor, let's say he's, okay, project, yeah.
Any more discussion? If not, Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Hassan?
Yes.
Mr. Enoch?
Yes.
Mr. McCallum?
Yes.
Mr. Manning?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Bid approval for exterior metal. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Second.
Go ahead.
Discussion.
So this is, supplemental new metal or?
Be replacing metal that's needed on the building.
Any other discussion? If not, Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Hassan,
Yes.
Mr. Enoch,
Yes.
Mr. McCallum,
Yes.
Mr. Manning,
Yes.
Mr. McDonald,
Yes.
myself, yes. Bid approval for flooring and concrete renovation. Do I have a motion? Mr. Manning, second.
Yes.
Mr. Lewis. Discussions.
This just surfacing the concrete, that what it is, making it look better?
Yeah, it would be, that's one thing I was looking for, I was reading here earlier, and I wish Tim had been here, because I didn't get a chance to ask him too. But one of them I noticed was textured, you know, and one of them wasn't, and I think you ought to really consider going with the textured, because the nursing and different things down there's gonna be a lot of spills, so, I don't, where did I see that?
He mentioned the specs here for what they did.
But
They
it'll
had
be a
to
whole
redo-
lot.
They're having a demo and dig up concrete and replace it, and then the texture on top of it, it was a little bit more expensive. One of them by whichever company.
I think it's about
Fuller.
$18,000.
The lower one was smooth concrete, the higher, the 156,480 was for a textured, and that's a non-slip. for
If
when
you've
you're
been in the
walking
wellness centers, it'll be, cut and seal like that. They come in, sand it and seal it.
That has a good guarantee, doesn't it, lifespan?
I'll find out exactly, but I think it's lifetime, but I don't. It's really nice.
We have a motion and a second, any more discussion? If not, roll call, Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Hessen,
Yes.
Mr. Enoch, Mr. McCallum,
Yes.
Mr. Manning,
Yes.
Mr. McDonald,
Yes.
myself, yes. Okay, next item is brick masonry and soffit installations. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Mr. Hessen, second. Mr. McDonald?
Question,
Yes, sir.
is this brick on the bottom part of the pan?
Tommy, I don't know for sure. I mean, I assume it is, but I haven't had Tim to walk me through and had time to be down there much.
It says the materials and labor for brick on the entire length of the east wall to extend 20 feet on the north side of the same lot.
I think it's some damage there that was on one side. It is an old building, you know, it's in good shape, but it's going to have to be repaired.
Any more discussion? If not, Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Hessen,
Yes.
Mr. Enoch, Mr. McCallum,
Yes.
Mr. Manning,
Yes.
Mr. McDonald,
Yes.
myself, yes. Approval for the stucco resurfacing. Motion,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lewis, second.
I'll say.
Second, Mr. Manning. Discussion? If not, roll call, Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Hessen.
Yes.
Mr. Enoch,
Yes.
Mr. McCallum,
Yes.
Mr. Manning,
Yes.
Mr. McDonald,
Yes.
myself, yes. Next item on the agenda is the, review of line item amendments for FY 25-141 budget. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Mr. McDonald?
Second.
Mr. McDonald will second it. Now, discussion.
Can I say yay to the two schools that got these grants? So CES got, this is the saddest meeting I've ever been at. So yay to the schools. Good job, you Mills. You got $10,000 for this school system, the taxpayers didn't have to pay for it. And then CES, whoever can, $25,000 to put into the school system. And that's what this amendment is about, to get the money in there so they can get everything done in June.
That is fantastic.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis, for smiling.
You know what I'm
This is
smiling
good
about. It is. Well done.
Okay, any more discussion?
I would like to let the board members and the community know it's unreal, the support, the scholarships that were given to these seniors this time. Scott figured his a little different. I just think he figured local, and I think he had about at 600,000. Mac done his, he counted if they did the ones that made 4 years, if they go all 4 years, and they were right at 2.9 million. That's a lot of money in this little county. That's unreal.
It tells me the school's got a lot of support.
Absolutely.
Okay, any discussions on anything? And I hope you've had a chance to look at the annual policy reviews for May.
We didn't vote on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get ahead of myself. Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Hessen.
Yes.
Mr. Enoch,
Yes.
Mr. McCallum,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Manning,
Yes.
Mr. McDonald,
Yes.
myself, yes. I guess I'm listening to the rain too much. Discussions, annual policy review for May. Executive session. Do we need executive session, Ms. Moore?
Not for my.
No,
I do have a question.
Yes,
Before
sir.
you do that. did the director have an opportunity to get bids for us for the New Middleton roadway?
I didn't get, we didn't want bids, but we wanted him to give us a ballpark, because to bid it, we gotta spec it, and he can't just give a bid, he's gotta give everybody an opportunity. But I did have Mr. Slagle a ballpark, and he said somewhere in the ballpark of $75,000. Bet you got the permits and everything else.
$75,000 to do that over there? Can we, I mean, I'm assuming that's under superintendent actions. Do we need to suspend the rules to discuss that? Because last month he was gonna report this
It wasn't on
month.
the agenda. Marty had asked us to get a number together, I
I,
think, last meeting.
I made the motion and he seconded it for him to bring that back
It's
this
not a bid,
month.
it's just to tell the company report back.
The cost,
Yeah, we can pull that under discussion.
yeah. So, I mean, can you repeat that so everybody hears what that kind of number is?
That would be about $75,000. Now, again, I think if you do that, Defeated needs it done, Fork River needs it done, Joe would even recommend Union Heights. I mean, feel like it's key. If you do it for one, you need to do it for all of them.
Well, there's,
You're saying do it for one.
If you do it for New Middleton, I feel like you need to do it for
What are
the
you
others.
talking about? I can't hear
The
you.
parking.
the road at New Middleton over there. Well, I intentionally brought that up for two reasons. One, he was gonna give us like a dollar figure, an estimated dollar figure of what it would cost. And then the other reason, was, I went back, I mean, I made the motion on this, and Mr. McCaleb has been asking for it for about 4 years now, back and forth and all that. I did go back, and did what I probably should have done to start with. Listen, we've got principals at every school. That's the captain of that ship. Follow me so far? They should know what's happening at that school every day, what the needs are. Would y'all agree? So I had not. I went over there one time and got caught in that traffic 40 odd minutes. It worried me for a safety hazard. So I went back and I talked to the principal over here and asked him to give me his assessment of what the traffic was over there. And I'll ask him to speak if he wants to. But one thing that he put in my head that I had not considered, I travel the interstate every day. That day I had gotten off the interstate to go around to see what that looked like. I don't know that there was a wreck on the interstate anywhere else that was diverting traffic over there that caused me to sit there that long, but I do know that sometimes over around Buffalo Valley or the county line, they diverted over on Highway 70. You can't get out of Fort Church School to save your life. So maybe I had a bad day when I went, but, Mr. Principal Fry is here. I don't know the director, but, I mean, I would like to, if you don't mind, I would like for you to share with the board your feelings on what you see day to day there, safety-wise and all that stuff, what kind of condition you're in. Would you mind to share that, sir?
No, don't mind at all. Everybody hear me, guys? So, we obviously have people that come and they get there early and they start lining up. Now, I'm gonna preface this, I don't drive that road, I'm not on that road at that time. I'm sure it can be aggravating at times. But I also know it's a school zone, and I've seen traffic at countless other school zones. It's just, it's not maybe not the best way to say it, but it is what it is. I've seen it going on Main Street at the Baptist Church. I've seen it in other schools here on Main Street here at Target. We got a cop directing traffic, we have to stop at times. I've been in those situations. Once we start moving, it takes us about 10 minutes to get people off the road, where there's no traffic there. We try to tell people to come later, come to 250. You won't have to wait in line at all. But in about 10 minutes, we have everybody off the road. Now, I'm sure it's aggravating and frustrating for those people that are just passerbys. I can understand the concern for emergency vehicles. From my standpoint, my opinion only, it's a non-issue to me.
So,
I feel if we talk about safety, we could use $75,000 for a perimeter around our school that we don't have, that exposed to the interstate on the backside and whatever else. So if safety is a concern, that money could be
So, do I have your permission to ask him a question?
Yes, sir.
So like the whole point of us bringing this up, of course, Mr. McCaleb had people bring it up to him, and then I went over there that day and said that one time, and that was my fault. Maybe I should have gone another day, and like you and I talked about, I don't know if there wasn't a wreck up the highway somewhere that didn't cause that. But in your determination, you're the captain of the ship over there every day. I'm not, just like we've got one at Smith County High School and Goresville High School and all that, and you know what's happening there every day. Do you feel like the circumstances that you're in right now is creating a safety hazard for your school? Okay. But if we were to spend $75,000 somewhere, you've got a safety problem on your mind that you would love to see it spent on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I could see it alleviating some issues on the Gordonsville side. I still question whether or not it alleviates anything on the Pennsylvania side.
Well, I mean, you enlightened
get a
me.
couple more cars off the road on the Gordonsville side, but on the interstate side, there's really, I don't know how that alleviates that.
I'm not gonna mislead you. I mean, I was pretty, dead set on my thought process on this. However, taking time to have a conversation with you, and I thank you for taking away from your day and your responsibilities to have that with me, enlightened me and made me think in a different way, because, after I hung up the phone with you, I thought, golly, I mean, at least 2 or 3 times a month, the same thing happens at Fort River School with it coming down Highway 70 before they move it off the interstate over. So, I mean, when you sit down and think about the broader picture of it, I don't know that every little school that we have is not impacted at some point in time or another.
Whether or not people have just, now I'm gonna say again, not the average passerby, I'm gonna talk about the parents and the families that come pick up the kids. I have not had any complaints. If anything, I have had, people say, y'all got it going on. We've got a bunch of little kids, so we walk every kid to a car. We've got faculty and staff that walk each kid to a car for safety purposes. Once you go around that curve, of course, it's a big circle, it gets hot right in there. Trying to squeeze in some other lanes, I know Mr. Slater said we can fit 3 lanes in here, and he may be right, but I also know how that runs just with 2 lanes. And it can get hairy whenever those people are pulling out there and leaving.
Well, I appreciate your comments, and I just wanted to share with other board members what I had learned, why I had initially gone down this path. Excuse me. What I had learned from him and how it kind of changed my thought process just a little bit on how I was thinking about this. I know, and I fully respect Mr. McCaleb saying, he got a lot of calls on it and all that stuff, but it's changed my perspective a little bit. I mean, a day or two later, I was on the front porch and watched Highway 70 bumper to bumper. But I do appreciate your input. Probably we should have called you in here first before we had that discussion, because you're there every day and see it.
I'm just one person with one opinion.
Well, but you're the captain of the ship, and that's what we've got principals for, and you know what's going on at that school. Thank you. I don't have to say it.
anything more discussion from anybody?
I
Everybody remembered the June board meeting, is 17th, and July's is the 15th. There's nothing else from anybody. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Yes.
Yours don't count.
Okay.
Thank y'all all.
I've got new, that's what it gets into like right now.